Casey's Audio Vault.
Hollerado.
April 28th, 2010.
This is Hollerado, and traffic really sucks today. Thank God you have Power 97.
The guys from Hollerado are here. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hey,
thanks. How's it going, Casey?
Hey, look, we've got all the microphones set up. We've got all the guys from Hollerado. Maybe a quick roll call.
My name is Menno.
Nick. My name's Jake.
And I'm Dean.
How's the traffic?
I think it's bad.
We heard it was bad.
Yeah, Route 90 is closed off.
There's an accident.
There's an accident,
Yeah.
but you guys, I guess, chose another route.
Yeah.
Pure luck.
Yeah, we were following the MapQuest directions, so.
And how was the drive? I guess that's a long one. Eight hours from Minneapolis?
Yeah, long and flat.
Yeah.
Windy. So windy. We
windiest
thought we
we've
were going to
ever
see a
experienced.
tornado,
Yeah.
honestly.
I actually freaked out. Can I say the F word on this?
As freak?
No, the other one?
No.
Okay, so I'll replace it. There was this really big windstorm in South Dakota at this rest stop, and it was so windy you couldn't hear anything. And then there was all of a sudden the siren started, and I said, "Oh my God, it's a freaking tornado siren!" But that wasn't the case.
No.
We're not sure tornado sirens actually exist, but
They sound like a theoretically good idea, though.
Definitely.
Just to warn the people.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about squirrels?
You know that new video? I don't know if it's new, but it's Insane Clown Posse Miracles.
I have not seen that.
Oh, you got to download this. It's like the best video ever. They're just talking about all these things that they'll just blow your mind. It's in the best video ever, kind of funny kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
It's Insane Clown Posse, but I feel the same way about squirrels as I do about that video.
That it's so bad it's good?
You just got to watch the video. Please, everyone go to YouTube right now and let's watch Miracles by Insane Clown Posse and have a good laugh.
Well, because that's how this got started. There's a YouTube video making the rounds this week of a squirrel and a dead one beside him. And these birds are trying to get at the dead squirrel. And the live one is fighting off these squirrels.
Wow.
And I got people phoning up and saying that they've seen this before. If there's an injured squirrel, that the other one will fight or at least trying to drag to the den.
So I now feel the same way
Squirrels are
about
cool.
squirrels as I do about everything awesome.
that's a miracle.
Yeah.
I thought so, too.
Will they fight off a dog, though?
They'd try.
They would try, yeah.
From what I've heard in the last couple minutes.
They would probably get a gang together, like Rat Kings,
Yes.
where they form into a human.
Like Voltron.
Yes.
Voltron, but squirrels.
No Rat Kings. We know them.
You know of Rat Kings?
Yes, we know of Rat Kings.
All right.
I think we have one living in our van.
Smells that way.
Takes the form of a seat.
How is the new van? I understand that you guys are selling the old one, or is it gone? Or giving it away, pardon
Gave
me.
it away, yeah.
Gave it away, to a band from Quebec called Mille Monarch.
All right.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's gone. So
And,
it could have broken down by now. It could be in the dump by now. We don't know. I'm sure it's still cooking.
Our new one's pretty good. We just named it the other day. We called it Spaghetti Lee.
Spaghetti Lee.
Yeah.
What?
Like Geddy Lee?
I get.
Yeah.
I didn't get it until you said it. Pardon me.
We didn't either. We actually said it because we wanted to name it after this guy Lee who helped us buy it. And then, someone drew all over it with red Sharpie, and then it faded, and it looked like a plate of spaghetti that was left on the counter. So we said, well, we got to name it Spaghetti, but we also got to name it Lee.
So we
We're
said
like,
Spaghetti Lee, and we're like, yeah, that fits.
That sounds
and we
good.
Didn't get it until like 5 minutes later, like, oh yeah, it's Geddy Lee.
You just came up serendipitously the best name for a vehicle ever.
basically, yes.
What made you decide to give away the old one, just to help a local
The new
friends?
one is much better.
The new one's great. I mean, there's a lot of great bands, that deserve to get out and tour but don't have the ability. And we had ran into some good fortune recently, so we figured we'd pay it forward, and help another great band get out there and tour and hopefully make people happy.
How is that $250,000?
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
cool.
complain, really.
Well, some people listening might not understand, but you guys got $250,000 through. Was it a band search kind of thing?
Yeah, it was up from a radio station in Ottawa, where we're from. And
They have money over there.
I know, I didn't believe it, but it's crazy. We didn't actually get a big fat check. Some people, as we actually thought. We thought that we got a big fat check, right? So, no joke. It turns out they reimburse stuff. So, there's rounds. And so, the first we won when we won $25,000, we were so stoked, and we didn't really know the rules, and we threw a party. So, and up to this point, we had saved up about $4,000 in band money. 5 years, our band bank account was at about $4,000. So we literally went to the beer store and we bought 15 kegs and we spent all of our money, every single penny of it. And like, oh, the radio station, like, they'll just pay for this. And then we had the best party 3 days long. And
Well, we thought we would pay for it. We didn't know that the radio station was paying for anything. We just thought our
Yeah.
bank account suddenly went up to $250,000.
Right. So once that cash comes in, we can pay off the beer
Right,
debt.
Exactly.
But no, it didn't work like that. So we were like totally broke and they wouldn't pay for it. And we're like, so they pay for like, stuff that really makes sense. as a
Guitar
band,
strings and things like
It
that.
was a good couple months working at the beer store, though. Let me tell you.
So you didn't buy a DeLorean or anything crazy like that?
Ooh, that
Well,
would
we're
be
going.
amazing.
We don't need a DeLorean.
Okay, well, the show is tonight. We're talking to Hollerado. It's just past 4 o'clock. You guys, what time are you hitting the stage?
I don't know.
Sometime.
I thought you knew.
No, I'm not
we,
sure.
We never know.
10 or 10:30.
10-ish?
You show up at 9. You're not going
Showtime,
to miss
you know.
anything.
All right.
We're not the headliner. Besnard Lakes, awesome band. So awesome.
And is this a straight tour you're doing with them all the way across?
Yeah.
And so they're headlining. They're playing at headliner time, and we're playing at band before them time.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'd say about 10 o'clock or something at the Albert.
I think so.
Well, if you look up Hollerado, there's so many interesting things about you guys. We already kind of covered off giving away the van and the $250,000, and maybe we should touch on China a little bit because there seems to be a running theme here. Whenever you're on the radio or talking to press, we got to cover these things. How many times you guys been touring China? Is it twice now? Or?
2 times.
And this is part of a Canadian
Well,
pushing music over there as well?
The first time was
Right.
our entry into the country, and then the second time we just had such a good time the first time, and it was successful, so we
So
just
well
went back
received.
on our own accord.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. We really dug deep into the real deep China at that point. It was awesome.
They're starving for some fresh live music.
I thought
What
you were just
other-
going to say they're starving, which is also true. I don't mean to laugh.
In parts. I'm sure that's true anywhere in the world.
It's wild. It's such
Or
a
there.
huge country, and like these cities that we
Especially
never even
numbers.
heard of, with like 10 million people that just seem to come out of nowhere. It's really wild. Something else.
Well, we want to get into you guys doing Juliette, the big hit single. You guys feeling good about getting on mainstream radio? And
It's pretty neat. Yeah, I never really thought we'd be on the real radio. But the best part is like our parents, they now believe that we're in a band. That's the real thing that we're doing this. So
Well, I'm sure you've met Dave Foley's in your video. You had Margot Kidder in the Juliette video. That's a real band.
That's not good enough.
It's
Yeah.
funny though, Casey. As soon as we got the one single, me and Nick are brothers, and as soon as we got the one single on the radio, I get a call from my mom, and she says, "So when are you guys gonna get another song on the radio?" Like, no matter what you do, it's just not good enough for your
You got an
folks, eh?
A? Can't get an A plus?
What's wrong with you? What are you?
for the
Not
moms,
smart enough or something?
you're actually not a real band. And no offense to Power 97, but until you're on CBC, that is what defines a real band for the moms. So.
For the moms. Oh,
for the moms.
absolutely.
It's like we even when it was going on, we had going across the country and starting. I was like, "Mom, it's on stations everywhere." She's like, "Well, it's not. They did the local thing here on CBC Ottawa, and I didn't hear you guys."
Well, Gian Gameshi hasn't talked to you yet. Okay, well, thanks for coming by. It's Hollerado. You can see them tonight at the Albert. And you guys going to play us out with Juliette?
Sure.
yeah, let's do it. She's got house plans to keep her company. Bought her a goldfish, she named it after me. We look at old photographs of lovers come and go. Ask her if it makes her sad. So son, you got so much to learn. Love a life that you have cared. Smiling on your dying bed. Got a grace about you, yeah. Smoking your last cigarette. Three is tea time. She puts on Patsy Cline. Cuts her curls on sandwiches. Mentions how she don't mind dying. Tells stories about Pearl and her best friends as she once had. We do the dishes. Then she says it's time for bed. Love a life that that you have killed, smiling on your dying bed. Got a grace about you, yeah. Smoking your last cigarette. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 We ate ice cream last night before she slept. No plans for breakfast except to read the note she left. Red and white skies, that day was a blur for me. She made me promise not to cry. Here is drink, I drink to thee. Love a life that you have killed, smiling on your dying bed. Got a grace about you, yeah. Smoking your last cigarette. La 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 la, la 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 la, la
Hollerado on the Power Drive, Winnipeg's best rock, Power 97. Guys, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
You can see them tonight at the Royal Albert Arms.
Hey, this is Power 97. We're Hollerado on Winnipeg's best rock.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at power97.com. Casey's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.